There were a lot of interesting topics discussed in the Brian Shaw live stream with these guys. Topics like the current weight of Devon, current body weight of Brian Shaw, Devon's advice for Ermes to cut down to 115 kilos, or I should say his question to Ermes whether he wants to face Devon in the 115 or the super heavyweights. Then Devon's haircut during and after the Vitaly Laletin match. Prime John versus Prime Levan. Who wins it? Then 3 quick fixes to improve the sport. Everyone's suggestions. Devon versus Vitaly. Everyone's predictions. Let's start. Brian Shaw's current body weight, surprisingly, is over 400 pounds. Brian didn't want to reveal it, but Brandon Allen said it publicly. It's slightly over 400 pounds, and that is insane.
407 pounds of weight to carry.
Yeah, a lot is on there. Right?
407 now.
Devon Larratt is waking up at around 300 pounds. He's really happy, and he's going to bed at around 306, 307 pounds.
So I'm waking up at 300. So
okay. So you're in the front seat. You're in the front seat.
I feel like it's the best 300 that I've been in my life.
Philip Larsen is weighing 375 and he did 20 pull-ups at that body weight. At 440 pounds, so about 65 pounds added body weight, he did 8 pull-ups. Ermes Gasparini is almost 130 kilos. Ermes is doing his rice bucket training, but instead of rice, he's doing that with rocks. And Devon was really interested in knowing more about that. So that's why Ermes said that he has been doing that since 1 month now, and he's doing 30 seconds about 3 to 4 times. And that is after he finishes his regular workout. And he also uploaded a video of doing that. I don't think this is the most effective way to do this kind of training. He's not really doing any kind of supination or pronation. He's just closing his hand a little bit and opening it up. And I know he's not doing that to train his pronation or supination or cupping. He's just doing that to condition his hands, to make them a little bit more rough. There were a lot of discussions about some cheesecake diet. I initially thought that they were talking about or joking about the steroid dosage that Brian Shaw may have advised to Devon Larratt, to Ermes Gasparini, and to everyone that visits Brian Shaw, because somehow they immediately start to get bigger. So I asked Ermes about this, and he immediately told me that no, it is not about steroids, and they were literally talking about eating cheesecakes.
When I pulled you, I was 120 kilo. I met Brian after that, and now I'm like 135, 136. So I did gain weight. I am working on it. I am.
To beat Levan 150, my friend.
Easy, 150. 150 for Levan. Easy.
In one of the previous videos, Devon said that the best weight class for him is the 105 kg weight class. He can try to be as big as he wants. He can be over 300 pounds, but the best weight class for him is going to be around 230.
This is the champion. And let this be a reminder.
And Ermes should also cut down to 115 kilos. That's why Devon asked Ermes during this podcast whether he wants to face Devon for the second time in the 115 kg class or in the super heavyweight class. Ermes said that as of now, he's thinking about the super heavyweights, but it depends on the outcome of his upcoming matches. It depends on whether Devon wins against Vitaly or not. Because if Devon loses to Vitaly, he's surely going to drop his Levan Saginashvili third match plan, and he's going to go down to dominate the 115 and 105 kg classes. In that case, if Ermes wants that match, he also has to go down to 115. For the upcoming Vitaly match, Devon is going to go in the match with the Heiichi Mishima haircut, and he's going to keep that until the Levan Saginashvili match if he defeats Vitaly.
Levan, we're coming for you.
Heiichi Mishima.
There was a discussion of Prime John versus Prime Levan, and everyone immediately said that Prime John cannot defeat Prime Levan. Levan has taken the super heavyweight level of arm wrestling to a completely different level that the world has never seen before. But Ermes was kind of adamant. He wanted to almost say that John Brzezinski has a chance. That's why he said that John didn't ever train specifically for arm wrestling. He just did some casual table time. Well, not so much casual. The table time must have been structured, but he never stepped in the gym. He never trained as seriously as the guys do now. Whatever John did to prepare for his matches was nothing compared to what Ermes Gasparini or Devon Larratt or Levan Saginashvili does. So that's why Ermes believes that John never really reached his true potential. He could have been much stronger than what he was. I think Neil had the best answer to this question. He said that different people react differently to different amount of stimulus. So it's not like if John 4x'd his training, he would have gotten really stronger because of that. We have already seen that Devon was training 6 hours a day for Vitaly on the left arm, and Vitaly was training 6 hours a week for Devon. And yet Vitaly dominated. So not everyone can get benefited from hours and hours of everyday training. And then the 3 quick fixes to improve the sport of arm wrestling. Devon Larratt said this:
lower the pin pad, running foul, bigger pin pad.
So obviously, lower the pin pad, bigger elbow pads, running fouls. Devon thinks that there should be a balance between what the arm wrestlers and the promoters want and what the fans want for the sport of arm wrestling. Brian Shaw said that the table should be bigger. It should be a man-sized table. Brandon Allen said that if one guy wants to go into a referee's grip, then they should automatically go to the referee's grip. As of now, both guys have to agree for that. There was a discussion of getting rid of the down referee too, and all of them seem to be in agreement with that. Neil Pickup said that the balance should be more in the favor of the fans and not in favor of arm wrestlers and promoters, because the fans drive the sport of arm wrestling. Neil also said that there should be no such thing as a slip in losing position, and it already isn't at East versus West. Neil was saying that if you cannot pin a man's arm 1 feet away from you, you seriously need to look at yourself. I'll probably discuss the Devon versus Vitaly predictions in a separate video. So until then, purchase the pay-per-view by using code Pradeep from the link in the description. Thanks for watching.